And here we have the dictionary. And so dictionary topic is also important topic because all the idea of having the data sets with the columns and the column names are based on the dictionary. So dictionaries, you're going to see dictionary in the many places. You're going to see this structure of the data in the applied in the different cases. So it's important to know also the dictionary topic. So let's go and see what are the dictionaries and how to work. At the end of this lecture, you're gonna see also how different kind of a dictionary and lists can be combined within one context, right? And here we are with the practical part, and we're gonna see how in the practice we can use the dictionary with our for the tasks to create the data structures, or in future you can also create the, as I told, like the data sets. So what we're gonna do now, imagine you had the competition and there's a winner in the competition. In this competition, the winner is going to be, let me change the language, it should have the name. It's gonna be the name, it's a string. Then the name of this person is gonna be James, for example. Under the point, how many points did the competitor got? Let's say this person had 10 points. So here, two things to mention. First, we have two notions of the dictionary: keys and value. The key and value is divided by the column, in which the left part is going to be the key and the right part is the column, the value. Then when they come out, we are dividing the different key values from other key values. And here the point is gonna be the key, and the 10 is gonna be the value of the key. Now let's see how can we get the value of a specific key in the dictionary. We're gonna do print. We're gonna write the name of the dictionary and write the name of the key. You see there are key images here. It's this one here is a key, right? So it intuitively shows you what is the key here. Let me get back. All right. Now I want to see the name of the competitor. It's James, right? So it's a simple one, right? We have only two information within the dictionary. Now, what if we wanna add more information in the dictionary? Let's add one text here, and let's write that it's gonna be adding the values in the dictionary, the new values in the dictionary. So then what we're gonna do, we just write the name of the dictionary. In this case, we are not indicating what we want here. Instead, what we're doing is just writing the new variable, that the new key that we want, the age of the person is gonna be 27. James is 27 years old. Now, if you print the dictionary, you're gonna see that we have one more key and value, which is age. And how to modify the dictionary. Let's say you want to modify the dictionary. In order to modify the dictionary, you're gonna say winner. For example, oh my God, we have mistaken the age, because here the turn to 27, but we wrote 28 without 27. So we're gonna calculate this as 27 and redact it, like the ratify it, like. And now we're gonna have if you're gonna check again, we have here the key is going to be 28. Great. And other question, how can we loop? We have learned about the for loop, right, before. And how can we loop through the dictionaries? Easy. Owner. Anyways, there's some mistakes over there, but that's not the key point now. Then, in this case, do you remember in the lists we used to write for I in In this case, we are gonna write for key and value in winner, it's gonna be our dictionary, items. So it's getting you either key and values. Then let's print the key and let's print the value. There might be some problem here. Okay, there's no problem. All right. So you see the keys and values, right? Keys and values. In this case, we could have also instead of key, we could have write I, and it doesn't change anything because in items the first value is the key always, and the second value is value. We are writing the key in order to keep the track of what we are doing and having the intuitional representation what we are doing actually, right? Then, but what if in case we want to do like without key, without items, the dictionary items, we just write from winner for I in winner. Just for curiosity, I'm gonna show you what happens here too. So you're gonna have only the keys. So if you don't specify what you want to get, you're gonna get the keys. Or if you want to get the only keys, you could write also like keys. It's gonna give you keys. Or if you want to get only the values, by ignoring the keys, you write the values and you're gonna get only the values. It might need you someday, and one day you might need that, right? Okay, then what we want to do next, the list of dictionaries. We are now going to create a data frame. So I'm gonna show you how the data frame, why we told that dictionary is the other name of the data frames. I will show you data frame. Now we will need the pandas first. Input pandas as PD, but it doesn't. We will need this only on the last part of this exercise. First, we are going to use for example, the students, and students should have two columns. First, the name of the student, which is going to be key. So do you remember what was the left part and the right part of the dictionary? The left part was the key and column was separating the key from the value. But in this case, in the value, we have a list. So you know, on the data set, you have the name of the data set and the list, like the values of the data set, the rows. So these rows actually are lists. So let's call the names here. The first one is Maria, the second one is going to be James, the third one is going to be Abdul, and then the second column, let's say, is gonna be the status of the student, whether it's a student, a new student, or old student. So it's gonna be or active student or not active student. For active, we write an active. For graduated, we write graduate. For graduate, we write. So 3/3 and one column name, one column name. So we're supposed to have one column and 3 records for each column, right? So the question, how can we transform this into the data frame? It's so easy. As we have imported this, import pandas as PD, you can do like data or data frame is equal to PD stands for pandas, dot data frame. Then you write the name of the students, it's a dictionary, right? And we are almost done. Data frame, here is it, your data frame. So you have a data frame. So you can also specify here that index false or none. I think it's none, index none, right? Let me see. All right. If you write the index none, it's gonna return you the value without the index false. I'm not sure what is the false or none. I don't remember how was it for example. It was none, right? None. So if you're gonna save it, and it's gonna be without the index, right? So it's basically the basic insight to how to work with the dictionaries and why it's important to know the dictionaries in Python. Hope it was interesting for you. And for exercise, I highly recommend you to do some exercises about this and to make it better. Just you can write for one exercise you can do is to create the dictionary of the cars and the year of the production, and make this dictionary like transform this dictionary into the data frame. It would be a good start point for the exercise in the dictionaries. If you have some difficulties, you can write me the comment, leave me a comment, and I will help you. I'm always responding to anyone who is writing me the comments, and I will try my best to help you out with the journey in the Python. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.